This is how we hunt for crawdads here in the south.
Yeah, no kidding. Looks like there's a little bit of seep on that back wall back there.
Right.
Not much.
So far, that's all we found. Just a few spots.
Hey guys, Kapper here, February 8th. And do you remember that pond that I repaired this last summer? I could not find a leak on it. I had my buddy John bring his Yanmar excavator and I gave that a try, but it's been 6-7-ish months, maybe more, and it's come up quite a bit. So let's go take a look at the follow-up on this pond project and see if I was successful in curing the leak. All right, thanks for joining us. Before I do a side-by-side comparison though, I'm going to take a look back because I'm sure a lot of you guys have not seen that video, but it was from August of last year, and it was my basically worst pond dam repair challenge that I've had. We could not find the leak. So first here I'm going to just put a little bit of montage between part 1 and part 2 of how fixing it went, and then we'll put these two side by side and see the differences in the follow-up.
A few spots.
Hey guys, Kapper here, and welcome to today's video of a pond dam repair. This was supposed to be an easy one, a gimme, because we knew where the entrance was of the leak and the exit was, and it was a really good sized leak that was gushing. So in theory, it should have been really easy to find a tunnel in the dam and plug it. But of course it wasn't, so. Alright, so there's the entrance hole. I got John all briefed up on the dig here, and we're gonna start digging. We're gonna peel back basically, probably gonna be around to mid dam maybe. It also depends on how sharp the hole goes down, because once we can't reach the hole anymore, then we're not going to go any deeper. I have found that you really only need a few feet of good compacted dirt to cure a leak like this, but I'm hoping we're going to get a solid 10-12 feet of plug, if you will, I guess. So we switched off on the excavator, but right from the get-go I was kind of concerned that we just couldn't find a really big hole here because that water was gushing through. So let me show you a quick example of one of the previous leaks that I've fixed where you can clearly tell where the leak is coming from. So this is one we did on one of our ponds. You can clearly see you hit the leak, but you see the big cavern in there, and other ones that we found you can have big caverns in there, but this is what we couldn't really find in this pond dam. We couldn't find a big cavern. It was just a series of little 2-inch holes that were made by crayfish. The tunnel, but we're finding a lot of these holes that look perfectly round, but they could be crawdad holes. Of course, they're all full of water. Hey guys, Kapper here, and welcome to part 2 of this pond dam repair. So at this point we have tore out basically the inner half of this pond dam right where the entrance of the leak was, and we have not been able to find a good leaky tunnel, which normally you can see the leak going through the pond dam. starting to fill things back in. We're gonna make another cut right here on this side, just to be extra safe, to make sure we find it if it's hidden from us. Otherwise, we already got it covered up. We'll find out. Filling back in, but I'm gonna have John make one more cut to see if we can find a bigger hole. This is our last ditch effort for a cut. That leak was right about in the center where we've been digging, but we're gonna just try it off to the side once more just to be safe. Normally you're gonna see a hole in the side of the virgin cut wall like that, but so far nothing. And it's the finished product. It's a little bit rougher than what I'd like for a final grade, but it's wet. It's all wet clay. So I got this big hole filled in down here. Got this side rough graded. Oh, geez, almost slipped on a clay spot. It's basically rough graded. Okay, so now you've seen the pond dam repair, part 1 and 2 montage. Now we're going to go back to April of 2020. This is Chris Mosier. This is his farm. Super nice guy. It was great to meet him. Now we're going to see the before look. Before we did the pond repair, we're going to see that now, and I'm going to do my best to kind of compare the before and after the pond levels and show you kind of the differences. We'll take a look. How far down is it? Like 2, 3, 4 feet?
Probably about 3 feet.
3 feet?
And middle of summer, it'll be down even farther than that.
Okay.
I mean, it gets pretty low.
Right, so I just talked to Chris, the owner, and he said since we've fixed the pond dam, it's come up about 2 feet or close to 2 feet. He's got 2 markers in the water. And he told me where they are. One of them was a white PVC where the leak was. It's been a little while, so I can't really remember how low it was. But let's take a look. It looks very pretty. Yeah, this was all just grass. Down here quite a ways, because it was down for a couple years from the sounds of it. So this is the spillway. You see it's getting much closer to running. He put this stake in here when we left. You see that out in the water. That's where the water level used to be. So yeah, it's come up quite a bit. Well, looks like the fix worked. Let's go find that PVC pipe. So here's the top of the dam. I've had people on some of my pond repairs say, if you ain't compacting it, it's just gonna basically cave in. Well, you can see that didn't happen. Hasn't happened on any of them yet. But there's the PVC pipe. He said that is about 2 foot, that PVC pipe, so it has come up probably 1.5 foot, give or take, which if it doesn't get a ton of runoff, it takes a long time to fill up a pond this size. I mean, at our house, we just have a ton of runoff. But here you could see it's all lawn all the way around, so it takes time to fill up, but that's pretty nice. No more leak. All right, thanks for joining us. Here's a last look at the before. Again, as always, if you enjoy our content, please hit the like button and share it to help us grow our channel. We've got a ton, I mean a lot of projects on tap for this spring and this summer and this year here in 2021. So hopefully we'll see you on the next one. Right now we're in bad weather for the next few days, but we've got other projects lined up. I just went and looked at yet another one yesterday, so definitely stay tuned. We appreciate you guys tagging along with us. All right, we'll catch you on the next go around. Kapper out. Well then, I suppose it's not all that deep. I might be able to get to that. Can't see here. Okay, well, I guess the next question is the exit hole. Let's see how far down that is.
This is exactly where that tree was at.
Okay.